Tonight is the second race of the round of 12. We have Charlotte up for tonight's race. 84 laps here. You can see Kasey Kahne, Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the front row. Everybody here knows this is your last chance to lock in a spot before you have to go to Talladega for an elimination race. Taking a look at the cut line, Denny Hamlin, Kasey Kahne, two drivers starting up front, entering this race below the cut line. We know how fast the 5 car has been all season. Look for him to be strong tonight when he get that win, lock himself in. Another storyline to pay attention to. Jimmie Johnson starting a lot deeper in the field. You can kind of see him back there behind Eric Almirola. He enters this race the first guy out after being the defending champion. So I imagine we'll see him try to quickly work his way up through the field tonight, but he's got his work cut out for him tonight, these 84 laps. And we have the rest of the field. Jr., Gordon, Logano, Keselowski, all trying to get into the next round. Only driver locked in, Kevin Harvick, with his win at Kansas. He gets to relax a little bit and maybe try to pick up another win, but he's starting even further back than Johnson. Got a lot of ground to make up if he wants to be up at the front by the time we take the checkered flag tonight here at Charlotte.
We will do your starting lineup once they roll off the pits. But anyways, let's get ready for the most famous words in motorsports, the starting command.
Say it with me! Drivers, start your engine!
Fired up when you're ready.
Kasey Kahne enters below the cut line looking to get his second win of the season. And Dale Jr. knows a win tonight would not only lock him in ahead of Talladega, but it would also mean taking home the most wins on the season thus far.
Then you have there Denny Hamlin and Jeff Gordon. Denny Hamlin below the cutoff. Jeff Gordon tied with Kevin Harvick for the top spot.
You have Joey Logano. He won 1.5 miles earlier this season at Chicagoland, looking to win here again tonight, starting from the 5th place position. And alongside him, Kyle Larson, a driver who was maybe a little disappointed with his run this season. Failed to make the chase, but he's had some strong runs in the last several weeks. Starting near the top 5. We'll see if he can stay there.
Then you have there Logano's teammate starting behind him in 7th, and you have their 8th is Matt Kenseth.
Now look at that, 9th place strong qualifying effort by the 43 team. Another driver didn't make the chase, but he's taking it to them here at Charlotte. And then alongside them, Carl Edwards, last driver in the chase right now, needs a good run tonight, starts 10th place.
A couple more drivers to talk about. McMurray with a solid qualifying run. Then you have their Kyle Busch starting a little bit mid-pack. The furthest driver that qualified is Ryan Newman way back there. But anyways, we'll get ready to start here at Charlotte.
Rolling through turns 3 and 4, pace car about to peel off, leave the field in the hands of Kasey Kahne. 84 laps up here for tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 11 drivers looking to get a spot in the next round. Harvick already looking on to the round of 8. Here we go, green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the second time this season.
Racing their way into turn 1, Kahne and Jr. Both really good starts for them side by side into turn 1. You see there, Keselowski spun his tires a little bit. They're already racing 3 wide there in the back.
Hamlin looking to the inside of Kasey Kahne for the lead. Not quite going to send it. Kahne really pinched Jr. up next to the wall.
Who's going to get it here? Gordon looking 3 in the middle. Kahne gets a little loose. Jr.'s going to get him at the line.
Yeah, I think Jr. might just clear the... Well, I thought he might clear the 5. Not quite, but he's probably going to clear him here in 1 and 2 if he has a good corner. Now Gordon looking to the outside. Now he's looking to the middle. 3 wide in the middle of 1 and 2.
Jr. gets tight there because they're trying to avoid him. Gordon out of the lead here at Charlotte.
Keselowski's already moving up here, looking to challenge for the top 5. Jr. way up next to the wall. Gordon going to clear both his teammates, slide up right in front of the 88, put Jeff Gordon out front in Charlotte.
Jr. now looking back to the bottom lane. Logano on the back bumper of Kasey Kahne. Probably going to take a little bit of air off of him. Kenseth 3 in the middle with Larson and I believe that's Kyle Busch there, his teammate on the inside.
Look at that, Ryan Newman. We didn't mention it before. He started deep in the field. He's already looking for spots in the top 10. That 31 car might not have been great in qualifying, but he is fast tonight.
Busch gets loose on the bottom, 3 wide behind Kenseth.
Newman's trying to make it 4. Here he goes. Now he's cleared the 18. Look to the inside of the 20. He's already in the top 10 and looking for 9th. as Larson is falling back early. His teammate McMurray's moving up. And look at that. Carl Edwards, I mentioned earlier, he needs a good run tonight. Trying to break into the top 5 is now Denny Hamlin looking for the lead on Jeff Gordon.
Look at that. McMurray back there running in 8th. Failed to make it to the round at 12. Kansas really wasn't that big of a race for him, but tonight, running inside the top 10, solid night for them so far. Denny Hamlin could not get up to Gordon there.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker for McMurray. Really, struggled all season long. Got to the chase. It was a new chance to really start running better, get some good luck for that team, and it just didn't. It didn't happen. I had terrible luck throughout the round of 16, but so a good run tonight. Really going to be a boost of confidence for that one team.
Want to talk about one driver who's running in the back. One, you got Tommy Dristy making his first start, but one driver making his first start ever in this series, Matt Crafton in the 29. So far this season, he was planning to make it to the Brickyard 400, but he failed to qualify. But so far tonight, all he said, he's just going to try his best to survive. So far, running inside the top 30 for him. Solid start for him so far.
Yeah, he's already ahead of a couple guys that have run the full season. 13 team, not that bad of a team. I know that the Germain Racing crew, not necessarily known as a powerhouse team by any means, but they're no slouches either. So to be running in front of them in his first race, pretty impressive. They're almost doing. Oh man, the 9 cars are ripping the wall.
One thing about the wall they said about practice, it is really good at entry, but there's a big bump off of turn 2, so they have to check up a lot just to avoid spinning out. So you'll see them fly around them in the entry, but on the exit you'll see them check out. So you might see that a lot tonight.
Take a look at that scoreboard. Look at that. Kasey Kahne, the pole sitter, only about 7 laps into this race, already down to the 7th spot, about to lose yet another one to McMurray. And Dale Jr., who was also on the front row, starting to slide back. So it looks like those two really had the cars trimmed out, set up for qualifying, and they are not handling well in the race.
Or maybe that the other team just have a better handling than them. Jr. really loose there. What a save.
Edwards now. Yeah, Edwards looking to the inside. I thought he was going to make contact with Keselowski. Now you see Newman and I believe that's Kyle Busch back there battling. Look at Logano. He has run down the top 2. And there's a 3-car breakaway for the race lead, but these guys can't really get separated as here comes Hamlin looking to the bottom.
Hamlin mainly said he's not really going to try too hard for Gordon because I believe he's the only one saving his equipment right now. Gordon mainly is thinking on the radio there's going to be a caution here. And with how people are in the back struggling with grip, he could be right or he could be wrong. Now all 3 of them running in a train right now. Newman looking 3 wide in the middle back there off of 2. Checks up and Harvick to the inside of Busch.
Something I mentioned I know I keep saying something I mentioned, but I tried to cover as many storylines as I could at the starting lineup. One of them coming into tonight, Jimmie Johnson, been a championship contender every single season, won last season's championship, and right now he might be the furthest back running driver in the chase. And he entered the race below the cut line. That's not it's not a good look for that 48 team. They got a lot of ground as Eric Almirola continues to slide backwards, but the 48 team's got a lot of ground to make up, and for a track that they're normally quick at, I know that it's a long race, still a ways to go, but you never want to start in the hole, and that 48 team not looking anywhere near as good as his teammates.
Yeah, that Kurt Busch tied Newman for the last spot, currently running inside the top 15. Not really a great night for him, but Kurt Busch said even though he's failed to win or make it to the next round, and like I said after Dover, think of all the times Kurt finished second there, and because he didn't win those races, that's really what cost him in the chase. If he turned those second places into wins, he'd have like 4 wins right now. He only has 1 at Iowa Club where he just destroyed the field, battling Johnson right now for 13th.
He tried to clear him, couldn't quite get it. Looks like Logano's going for second place on Denny Hamlin further up the field. There he goes, looking to the inside. He might get him down here in turns 3 and 4. You see McMurray trying to get around Jr. I mentioned, actually, I won't say that another time, but Carl Edwards is really impressing me already in 5th place, trying to run down the leaders. He's gapped the guys behind him. Like I said, entering below the cut line tonight. Aside from a couple of good runs this season, that 99 team has been really inconsistent, especially for a driver that everybody knows to be one of the best in the field week in, week out. They've just been, having a lot of bad luck and just some races where they didn't have any pace. But tonight, looking strong early, saving his stuff, just kind of riding around in a top 5 position. Obviously he doesn't tend to have the best luck at super speedways, so he's probably looking to win tonight. But still, great run for that 99 team.
Let's go through the field here. Johnson now behind Kurt Busch. Clint Boyer running 15th. 3 wide here between Menard, Austin Dillon, and Biffle. Biffle really tight there in the middle. Seems like guys in the middle, when they're 3 wide, they just slide up immediately because all the side force taken away from them.
Yeah, they just really don't have any grip in the middle. I know it's early to talk about this, and there's a lot of on-track battles, like the one in the 88 continue to battle, as well as the 22 and 11, and it seems to be hurting both groups. But I'm really interested to see if we do get green flag pit stops, and if we do, what happens during them, because tire wear at Charlotte, while not severe, it is still a factor. And, you know, we're seeing a lot of guys just kind of get stuck behind cars that they appear to be faster than. Looks like Logano, he's still not going to quite be able to clear the 11 of Denny Hamlin. And so you got to wonder if guys like, you know, Logano, Keselowski, McMurray might start thinking about pitting pretty early and trying to leapfrog some of the guys that have been holding them up.
One thing I will say, let's actually check and see how much. They've only lost 4/10 so far on their tires. I mean, first race we did here, tire really wasn't a thing early, but once after like they passed lap cars and stuff, you could really tell they were like a second or two off the pace. Don't know if that's going to happen again tonight. Actually, let's check and see where is the closest lap car. Tommy Drissy, he's just up the road.
Corner. Yeah, he's about a corner ahead of him. It'll take him a couple laps to get there. But something else interesting to pay attention to, I know he's already locked in, but you certainly want to keep this momentum rolling. Kevin Harvick, looking to get around both the 1 and the 88, right on the back bumper of McMurray. He started this race behind Jimmie Johnson, who was already outside the top 10, stormed his way up through the field, running 8th right now, and he's clearly faster than the 2 guys in front of him. Should he take 6th place away, you know, he's clearly showing he's got the speed to go run down to 99 and some of the leaders, but he's got to make quick work of these guys if he wants a shot at them.
I think he might actually said he's going to think about taking it 3 wide and a 1 and see how that's going to stick for him. You know, the C there, the 48.
The 1 and the 88 are really holding this group up. Harvick, Kenseth, Kahne, Newman, Kyle Busch, Jimmie Johnson. There he goes.
Is he
going to make it stick?
We know the 1 of McMurray is going to get tight. There he goes. 88 sends it on the outside.
Yeah, but so long now that Harvick split them up, he's got a much easier time getting around them, I think. He should get McMurray down here in 3 and 4, and imagine he'll pick up a run on Junior down the front.
Oh, my God.
Man, that was close.
Actually, skip through the leaders up. Here we go. Lap car's playing a factor. Gordon changing up his line. That actually is probably going to affect everything here. Look at that.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin.
Keselowski.
Yeah, Denny finally had to give up the spot. You can see there it is, Harvick going to the inside of Junior, so he's starting to move up to the field. He got underneath the 1 and McMurray, and now he's looking on Dale Jr. That's really going to hurt Logano, as Drissy almost made contact with the fence. You know, Logano's not going to be happy about that. Worked Denny Hamlin over for several laps, and now he's going to lose 2 spots because of lap traffic.
Pace right now.
There it is, yeah, Harvick getting around Dale Earnhardt Jr. there for that position, clears him, move him up into 6th place. I believe he'll be a threat to win tonight.
83 of Yaley in front of Hamlin. Hamlin going to check up and just go to his inside. Hamlin said he's going to be a little more patient tonight, mainly because he doesn't want to have any chances of wrecking here. So get back there with the 5 of Kasey Kahne. Kenseth got around him, but now Kahne looking at the inside of him. Newman right on his back bumper, though. Let's just get back up there with the 1 of McMurray now around Junior. Never mind, he almost cleared himself there when he wasn't. Harvick now running the middle lane in 3 and 4. See, is that going to help him out? To the inside. Here comes Kyle Busch now.
Something interesting to talk about with that 18 car is he's having an uncharacteristically poor performance tonight. I think Kyle Busch has possibly been the best out of the JGR stable this season. 2 wins on the season for him, ahead of his teammate Denny Hamlin on the points, very close to Matt Kenseth entering tonight. And he's just not having the greatest of runs, although I will say that it's pretty hard to judge whether somebody's having a good run in the chase or not at this point, because nearly the entire top, I think, aside from Kurt Busch, I think the entire top 12 are chase drivers. So, you know, it's kind of, Oh, yeah, I forgot about McMurray. So 12 of the top 14 are chase drivers right now. So pretty hard to judge. It looks like Logano going for the lead on Jeff Gordon. At least he was at the time they hit the start-finish line. There he is. Logano right up the back bumper. Maybe Jeff Gordon, he had a little bit of trouble with lap he had a little trouble with lap traffic. Looks like he doesn't really want to get caught up racing the 22. It's going to let him go. So put Joey Logano out front. He won at Chicagoland earlier in the chase to lock himself into the round of 12, when here would lock him into the round of 8. Yeah, he's probably going to have to deal with his teammate who on New Hampshire. Oh, contact to the fence there. I think that was the 80. Was that the 82 or the 83?
I think it was the 83 car. Yeah, it was the 83. Yep, he has a little bit of scuffs there on the right side. That guy.
That's going to hold Jimmy up.
Nah, not really. He lets him go to the inside. Let's get up there with Kasey Kahne again. Actually, let's get up here with one of McMurray. Once again, gets around the 88. 32 Blake Cock, going to let him go. I probably said his name wrong as he hits the wall.
Oh, jeez. I thought Junior was going to turn him to the infield there.
That was close.
Looks like Gordon's going back on the lead. We got quite the dogfight for the lead, and I do want to mention Kevin Harvick just about 4 laps ago was 3.3 seconds behind the race lead. He's cut that gap down to 2.8. So the 4 cars flying right now. I mentioned probably going to be a threat as Edwards is running the top, but I imagine we'll see Kevin Harvick up at the front before too much longer.
The wait and see right now. It's Penske Racing versus the 24 and the 11. Carl Edwards currently running the calm spot in 5th place right now. Oh, Gordon. I thought that was Gordon that got checked up there. Keselowski to the inside. Oh!
Who is that? Is it Chase?
Kahne!
It's Kasey Kahne! Big damage to the front of that 5 car. The caution is out. Heavy damage.
Kahne, your pole winner. That might be it for him.
Entered this race below the line, and I think this means Talladega could be a must-win situation for the 5 team. Not what they wanted to see. They were the points leader halfway through the season. Poor run at Kansas. Looked like they were going to have a good run tonight, but the race was not going well. But it went from bad to worse for the 5 team. Joey Logano leads us back to the caution flag.
Let's see here. The 7 of Michael Annett. Those are the
Michael Annett's, yeah, he goes up.
Oh, no.
Kane's washing up in the middle.
Oh.
Just catches him on the left rear and bam. Oh, that is a hit and a half. Surprised the left front suspension on that car wasn't killed with that contact. But yeah, he's going to be pretty wounded during the race. We'll have to wait and see just how bad it is. But yeah, that 5 machine's pretty bad. Let's take a look at some of the lineup we have here. Joey Logano and his Penske teammate Brad Keselowski going to lead him to green here. With about 52 laps to go. Carl Edwards having a great run tonight, up to 3rd. And look at that. Kevin Harvick, Ryan Newman from the back into the top 5 after some great pit stops. Gordon, not so great of a stop, looking at 6th place restart position, going to be on the top side. Denny Hamlin lost a lot, going from 4th to 10th place. And look at that. Yeah, Dale Jr. lost a ton, but look at that. Johnson didn't really lose that many. So, you know, that 48 team, they've still got a lot of work, but we know how great Chad Knaus is at working on his car, getting him a good setup. Would not be surprised to see Johnson much faster this time around.
The wait and see. Pace car going to peel off now. Penske now front row here coming to the green flag. Logano has 2 wins so far this season. Same thing for Keselowski. Let's see what happens to them. Green flag. Keselowski is the jump.
Yeah, 22 on a poor restart. And this is going to also allow Kevin Harvick to capitalize and try to take 2nd place away from Logano.
Jesus. That's actually...
I say we let him, we see what he can do.
To wait and see, though, that he definitely doesn't have any speed for restarts. We'll have to wait and see what NASCAR says about that thing. Here comes Gordon, not wasting any time. Oh, my God.
You know, he's got a great short-run car, and he's trying to make the most of it.
I thought there were 4 wide there in the back. Stenhouse, the 3 wide again.
Edwards, 3 wide. Jeez. Oh, is Gordon going to get tight in the middle?
No.
No, he's not. Keeps his foot in it. He's cleared Edwards, and he might clear Harvick, too. Yes, he did.
Harvick going to look to his inside a little bit for clean air. Kyle Busch there on the outside. Battle for the lead now. Logano going to give Keselowski a little bit of room. Gordon up to third, Harvick in fourth.
I said earlier Kyle Busch was having a poor night, but look at that. He's currently trying to get up to Ryan Newman for a spot in the top 6.
Look at that, Danica Patrick. Man, Larson not having a good race at all so far. Getting taken 3 wide by Patrick and Biffle. Here comes Jimmie to the inside, 3 wide.
Got to make the most of this restart. He can't be back here racing guys like Truex and Almirola. He has to get up there. Right now, he can see Kenseth. He can see the JGR guys, but he's got to move up. Can't waste his time here on this restart.
We'll wait to see. Edwards to the inside of Harvick for 4th. Newman right there in 6th. Logano going to try again to the inside of Keselowski. Where is Kahne, man? Yeah, that is...
I think he's actually not that far back from the field. He's gotten the pace going. I think that Kahne just had a poor restart. He's not actually that far behind the cars around him. See Newman to the inside of Harvick looking for 4th place.
Edwards. Oh. Thought about taking a 3, but I guess he decided against it.
And instead give Newman a push down the back straightaway into turn 3.
Edwards, oh my God. McMurray to the outside of Denny Hamlin now for 8th. Kenseth right there, and here comes Jimmie Johnson now, and Dale Jr. going to start turning on the jets now, knowing that they have to make quick work of this. Also, thinking about it now, you're confident that they can make it at the end, right?
I would say I'm fairly confident. I think that about 60 laps or so was their fuel limit, or the max they could go on fuel. Now, that doesn't mean that if we don't get a yellow, they won't pit for tires, but I don't think they'll pit again if this goes through to the end.
Inside of Kurt Busch, right in front of Jimmie Johnson. Kenseth on the back bumper of McMurray. Kurt, oh, he nearly got spun by Jimmie there. Jimmie on the back bumper of Truex, going to try to push him here to help him get around Kurt. Let's see if Truex can get it done. Doesn't look like he can. Here comes Jimmie looking to take it 3. That might go momentum. It's going to be 44 to go here. Let's get up there with your leaders. Gordon right now trying to do what Denny Hamlin's doing and just stay a little bit calm and just waiting for these guys to chew up their equipment so bad that they can't even be competitive. He's going to give Keselowski a little bit of a shove there. Help him get clear of his teammate, but Logano's still there. Is he going to take it 3 again?
He might get into Brad if he keeps up this pace. Oh, I think he touched him there just a little bit. Don't know how happy Keselowski's going to be about that.
Keselowski get the momentum up, though, but I think he'll be okay with it. Gordon going to look again. Logano checks up on the inside. Gordon going to push him. Keselowski clear for the lead. 42 to go now.
Newman tried 3 wide on the outside of Kevin Harvick back there. Not sure that went over so well.
Forces his way 3 wide in the middle.
Jeff Gordon wasting no time.
Keselowski out of the wall. There's more grip up there, but will be enough. Logano checks up. Gordon to the race lead now. Here comes Keselowski, though.
They both cleared the 22, so now it's just a 2-way fight for the race lead. Look how far they are away from 4th place. They have driven away from the field.
Kyle Busch now up there in 7th. Starting to catch up to those 3.
Dale Jr. about to work his way back into the top 10. He got around Johnson. Johnson is still struggling to even get around Truex and Kurt Busch. So that 48 team, they're going to need something to happen tonight. They already had the 5 cars misfortune, but the 5 of Kasey Kahne was already behind him in the points. He needs something pretty major to happen for their night to start looking a little bit better. And time's running out as we're past halfway in this one. 38 laps to go, or 30. It'll be 38 to go this time by. Jimmie Johnson's going to need. I wouldn't say he needs a miracle, but he's got to really get going here if he wants a shot at a good finish.
Look at Almirola changing up his line. Did not work for him there. Got loose. Here goes Mark Barton on the back bumper of him. Truex and Kurt still side by side. I believe let's get up there with your leaders now. Once again, going in a snake right now. Keselowski to the lead now. Actually, probably made quick work of the 24 car here. 39 to go this time. Ryan Newman now up to 4th place. So see there. Side by side for teammates Denny Hamlin and Matt Kenseth. Look at Truex up against a fence. Johnson now gets around Kurt Busch. Here comes Tony Stewart to the inside. Stewart no momentum though. Here comes Jimmie to the inside of Truex. Is he going to send it on him? Looks like he's trying to. Truex up top. Think he might get him down there in 1 and 2.
Yeah, it looks like as the race goes on, the top 12 are showing why they are in the chase. See them almost once Johnson gets around these guys and the 1 car, I think the entire top 12 will be made up of chase drivers only.
Junior not catching up to the 11 and the 20. McMurray still holding on to that 10th place spot, but Johnson now clear of those 2. Let's see how much pace he has in there. The fastest laps is Logano with the 27.3. Now look at the inside of Gordon now.
Yeah, it looks like Kasey Kahne did get going. He is not that far off the pace. I think he's actually passing a couple people.
So wait and see. Let's actually try
Take
to
a look
find
at where that 5 car is.
I don't even. Wait.
Oh, did he have a mechanical failure?
I think he did. Actually, let me try to find him on here. I think he did. Yeah, he did.
Kasey Kahne is out of the race.
What a disastrous turn of event for Kasey Kahne. Have to wait and see what he says. Hasn't said anything on the radio so far. He just came down pit road. But I remember his crew chief saying that something's wrong with the car. So I think that Kasey Kahne definitely devastated for tonight.
Keselowski has started to leg Gordon and Logano as they battle for 2nd place.
Lap cars are going to be up there soon, and you saw how earlier in the race lap cars do not help out leaders. So Logano and Gordon, if I were them, it'd be fine to stay side by side, but they aren't losing that much time. They're actually not even losing over a 10th to Keselowski, so they'll just have to hope and pray that lap cars are not friendly to Keselowski to keep in this thing. Newman is actually not catching them. Actually, let's see. Now he's actually starting to lose them a little bit. Junior got around the 2 Joe Gibbs cars like easily. Now here comes Jimmie Johnson back over McMurray. Truex to the outside of the 14 and the 41. Only 1 DNF so far, 2 DNFs, my bad. Kasey Kahne and Michael Annett. It looks like drivers actually starting to get tight off of turn 4 there. You saw their fire coming out of the backfires. They're definitely getting tight there, so definitely have to work on their handling if there's another caution, or if we have green flag pit stops, because like I said, they could make it on fuel, but looking at their times here, they've lost 6/10 so far, and this is without lap cars. So definitely going to be a game of what would you do? Would you try to stay out, try to save fuel, or will you lose too much time and have to pit?
I don't know. I mean, they're going to be a little bit close on fuel mileage, but I really think they'll make it.
Wait and see. Yaley now in front of the 2 car. Keselowski changing up his line. Entered high, then cuts back down low. Yaley going to give him the spot. That's definitely going to hurt one of these 2 back here for 2nd. Let's see, what line will the 83 take? I think Gordon's going to get him in turn 1. To the outside of the 83. Now he gets up to 2nd place. Logano definitely not going to be happy with that. Let's see here. 88 actually is turning on the jets like crazy right now. Already up to the back bumper of the 18 car. He ran a 28.206. So he definitely has pace for a top 5 right now. To the inside of Kyle Busch now. 30 to go here. Get up there with your leaders. Keselowski not getting held up by Blake. Gordon's there. Going to get clear of him there. Logano now to the inside. Newman going to get up there to the 83. Junior gets around Kyle Busch. And Jimmie Johnson, look at that. He's catching up to Denny Hamlin. He's running on pace with Kyle Busch and Dale Jr. right now. It'll be going to be interesting to see how the 48 team is going to play out here. He definitely is the lowest chase driver right now currently running in the race, but since he is faster than these four, really, that he definitely... Oh!
He's going to save it! What a save! Although he had just started running the leaders down, that's going to hurt his tires and cost him a lot of time. Over a second that cost Ryan Newman, so that's not going to help, but he keeps his fourth spot somehow. I don't think Newman's going to be happy. That really is going to hurt him in the long run. As here comes Gordon for the lead.
And the 83 at Timmy Hill in front of them. Gordon's still there. Keselowski didn't clear him. Well, what's the 83 going to do? Are they going to take him 3? 83 looking low. He's going to sweep up. They're going to take him 3. Gordon to the lead. Logano on his back bumper. Let's actually take a look and see what lap Newman's going to run here. I believe he's still actually faster than these guys.
Yeah, but look, he went from 2.8 seconds back to 4.43. That's going to hurt for that 31 team.
This race has flown by. They're going so fast here. 205 in a turn one for some of these guys, even with their tires getting like this. Yeah, look at the times they have right now. Let's get up there with Junior. You can see they're almost a second off the pace. So,
speaking of Junior, I cannot believe the 88 went backwards the entire first run. Wasn't like he was just saving. The 88 team was really struggling, and look at what they did. They've turned that night around. He started up front, and now he's finally starting to show that pace he made qualifying. Driven up from outside the top 10, back half of the top 15, and now look at him right there up into 6th or 5th position. He's in the top 5 and has Ryan Newman right in front of him for a 4th place position. Great recovery for that 88 team.
Look at that, Jimmie Johnson, the back bumper of the 11, or he's getting there. Johnson's pace starting to slowly fall up, but he still has pace for 8th place right now. Look at them. Actually, look at the lines they're running right now.
I know that this is going to sound like good news for the 48 for a little bit, but the problem is, look at the guys right in front of him. Denny Hamlin, already below the cut line. Kyle Busch, right near the cut line. Matt Kenseth, right near the cut line. He's having about the same day as the guys he's racing. He's not really going to make up a lot of points, but at the same time, he's really done a nice job with the recovery tonight.
Kenseth there, the 98 nearly smacks the wall. Going to let Kenseth go in the front stretch. Get up there with your leaders. They are, I believe, they're still side by side. Or no, they were. Logano clear for the lead now. Keselowski looking for 2nd place. Reed throwing some blocks at 22. 22 punts him out of the way. That's going to hurt Gordon. Never mind. No, he's going to check up and go to the inside. I thought he was going to take it 3. I know this sounds a little bit silly, but I have never seen Gordon this aggressive this season. Like, taking it 3 wide for the lead in the middle. Like, that team, they really want to win this race tonight. We'll have to wait and see if they can do it, though. Newman's still losing time to those guys. Harvick to the inside of 99. Junior got held up by the 33. Side by side.
Kyle Busch about to get passed by the 11. This is bad for Kyle because the 2 guys who are about to pass him are below the cut line. He entered right above the cut line, so this is disaster for the 18 team. Well, not complete disaster, but it's not looking like things are going to get much better for him. It's not like we can have a whole reset. Even if we do get a yellow, we're close to the end of this race. The 18 team is not looking very strong right now.
Whoa, Truex there, got close. McMurray still running in 11th place. Let's scroll through the field here, get to your leaders again. Penske 1-2 right now, driving away from Jeff Gordon. They're 2/10 faster than them right now. And look at that, they're running in the middle again. They're changing up their
20 to go.
Still.
20 laps to go.
Can they make it on tires? That's really the game. They can make it on fuel, I believe, but tires definitely going to be a question. Because they have lost a crap ton of time now. Like over a second for some of these guys. Let's see here. Scroll through the field. The 11 running in the middle. Kyle Busch now going to try to get him back here. Oh, major check up there. Kyle looking on the bottom. 3 wide. Jimmie Johnson's right there. I think he's going to try his best to see whatever he can do. He might actually take it 3 wide into turn 3. Let's see what he does. Got a little tight there for him. Gonna try to push Kyle Busch to get around his teammate. 66 of 84 complete. Let's actually see. Newman definitely hasn't lost really much on his tires, but definitely lost a lot of time there, but he was still losing to them. But I believe with how lap cars have been for the top 3, he would be right around where Casey Mears would be if it was for that scuff with the lap car there off of 4.
I think he'd be closer than where Mears was.
Maybe.
Oh, man. Yaley's been really getting close to people.
See, where is... Actually, I thought... My bad.
Junior just about ran over whatever lap car was in front of him off 4.
See who... That was, I believe... Yeah, that was McDowell.
That got close.
See there, the 48 still getting held up by the 18, but they're getting up the lap cars, so will that help them? Will that not? Let's get up there with your leaders again. Next lap car is Matt Crafton, currently still 30th in this race right now. Let's just go through the field here. Let's see if there's any other notables to talk about. Clem Boyer running 21st right now. He was 15th earlier in the race.
If you'd like, we could do it through the field.
Oh.
With the chase drivers.
Actually, yeah, we can talk about them. So you want to go like down and up? Yeah,
let's start from the race leader.
Right.
Joey Logano, first place position right here, closing in on 10 laps to go. That 22 team hasn't been the strongest on the long run, but he's starting to gap his teammate as well as Jeff Gordon, the 24. Came on strong after that caution, got the lead back after losing it to both the 2 and the 24, looking to try to hang on and win yet another race this season and put himself into the round of 8.
Then you have there Keselowski. Last win came at Loudon. Before that was the Food City 500. Really in this series, Keselowski's not really known for winning. He won the 500 for the first race ever in this series in Season 1. Then he won 2 races in a row in Season 2. But other than that, he's never really been like winning like crazy. But this season, he's definitely showed that he has a lot of speed. He could have won Richmond if it wasn't for lap cars. Like there's many races this season where he could have won, unlike the other seasons where he really only was fast in the races he wanted. You have there Jeff Gordon.
Third place, Jeff Gordon, been the champion of the Hendrick Motorsports stable all night. Looking to finish off this strong run, running third place, trying to run down Brad Keselowski in the 2. Had the short run pace. We'll see if after that caution he got some long run in it. Got it over 10 to go. He's got some time, but it's closing in.
Ryan Newman there, scuffle with lap car. Right now currently has the only driver this season with 2 wins in a row. He tied Kurt Busch for last spot. Let's see how tonight's going to play out with him.
Fifth place driver Dale Jr. trying to get up to where his teammate Jeff Gordon is running. Just about 10 laps to go. The recovery from this 88 team has been commendable. Drove up from well outside the top 10 after a disastrous first stint of the race. Look at this top 5 run for him tonight. Great comeback for the 88 team.
We're talking about Matt Kenseth here. Kenseth only has 1 win so far at Loudon. Not been a bad season for him and not been a bad night for him so far. We'll have to wait and see how this night's going to turn out for him as Jimmie Johnson there gets around 11 to Denny Hamlin.
Kevin Harvick running in the 7th place position. Looked like he was going to be much more of a threat to win after how great of a start to the race he had. Drove up from well outside the top 10 to a spot close to the top 5. Battled in the top 5 for a while, falling back a little bit, but the only driver in the field so far knowing he's set on from past Talladega into the round of 8. Having a good run here tonight.
Carl Edwards has had to fight and claw for every single win he's had in this series. Winless last season, 2 wins this season. Currently running inside the top 10. Not really the night he really wanted, but still a great run for him as
Newman pitted.
Stops.
I saw it a second away earlier. Newman pitted. That's a big deal. Where is he going to exit? How much more time? Let's check the leaders. How much time have their tires fallen off? The 24 is stuck behind a lap car.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait. Somebody else pitting up there in the front. Let's check, see. Let's see. Keselowski's pitting. Logano stayed out.
That's going to hurt. Oh, what in the world? We're going to have a yellow because of this.
Wait.
I think we're going to have a caution. He's backwards in the infield.
No yellow. What in the world just happened?
That could have been disaster for some of the leaders.
He's going to merge back on the track. No company behind him. I think since it was... I'm surprised he didn't go back on pit road with an illegal pit road entry. He's going to pit this time, I believe. Logano now pitting. Where is Newman? Let's go find him here.
I don't think he's going to gain enough time in the leaders. He was 4th. I don't think Newman is going to gain anything from this. The 24 I thought was going to be a big beneficiary of pitting early, but he had a serious problem before he even got into pit road.
See here.
Check on where Logano is. Logano's in heavy traffic.
Just entered his box.
Where's Keselowski?
Fine, I think he's leaving pit road right in front of Gordon. It's going to be really close here. Look at this camera angle. Logano's still pitting. He's leaving his box now. Keselowski through 3 and 4. Don't know if he gained enough, but lap car is still playing a factor, and this is really late in the race too. It is not over, folks. 7 to 8 to go right now. Logano in turn 1 right now. He's not going to take the lead from him, but he's going to get close. And especially since his tires are a lot hotter, he's going to be faster on the short run here. Gordon holds on to 3rd. Newman in 4th. Dale Jr. holds on to 5th. Kenseth now at the 6th place. Harvick
that was a crazy pit cycle.
And we all thought they were going to make it to the end. See a 7 to go.
Way short.
Maybe it was
tires. It'll be 2 teammates. Unless we get a caution, it'll be 2 teammates. I still don't know what happened to Jeff Gordon, but look at this running order. You see the top 5 stayed the same.
Kyle Busch.
What?
Wait,
no, Kyle Busch. He pitted.
Oh my! He lost a lot of spots down to 11.
Look at Jimmie Johnson.
Now at the 9th.
Leapfrog the 11 and the 18.
Let's get their 8th place. Kevin Harvick, solid night for him. 7th, Carl Edwards. 6th place, right up the road. Let's see any other chase drivers to talk about. No, Denny Hamlin currently the lowest at the Kyle Busch. I mean,
Keselowski's making a run. Look at the intervals there. Keselowski's making a run at Logano. He's closing in.
3
and they still have more. They got a lot of traffic in front of them. They still got to get around the 9, the 38, and then they still might catch some of the other ones up the road. 5 laps to go from Charlotte.
Gordon definitely, if that wasn't for that pit thing, he would, although not as fast as Keselowski, definitely faster than the 22. Don't know what happened to them there. I think maybe lap cars just not being really nice to him, and he lost more time because of it. Ryan Newman still holds on to 4th. Top 5, like you said, haven't changed. Carl Edwards making a run at Kenseth right now. Johnson holds on to 9th place. 4 to go this time.
Gordon, I think, about spun the lap car out. He might have wrecked him. No, he got... Okay, I thought there was some contact off of 4. I thought he was about to hit him. Brad is really struggling with the traffic, but he is a little bit faster than Logano when it's just him, but... With this time by 3 laps to go, I just don't think he's got the pace to close half a second. Oh, now the 9 car pulled down right in front of him. It's over. I don't know why Ambrose just took Logano or took the 2's line away, but I can't. Without do we have green white checkers available?
No.
Yeah, so this one I think might be all she wrote for Keselowski.
Have to wait and see. He was faster when it was all by themselves. 2 to go.
Yeah, but he's over half a second back, coming to 2 to go. What a run from this 22 team tonight. Started up front, not on the pole, but started pretty good. Ran up front all night. After that pit cycle, or the first pit cycle under yellow, drove up, got the lead, lost it multiple times, got it back, led through the pit cycle, had a fantastic pit stop. And has held his teammate Brad Keselowski off. Won earlier in the chase at Chicagoland to put himself into the round of 12. Rounding turns 3 and 4. He's going to take the white flag here in Charlotte. 1 more lap to go for Logano to take a spot in the round of 8.
And he in turn 1 looking for his 3rd win of the season here. Got to lock himself into the round of 8. Penny, you can take it away now.
You know, this has got to be a huge stress off his back. Not a slouch at the super speedways by any means, but you never want to go into Talladega guessing whether you'll make it or not. And a great momentum boost here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway, 2nd race of the season is going to go to Joey Logano. Brad Keselowski brings it home in a Penske 1-2. Gordon 3rd. Newman 4th. Junior recovers to 5th. Edwards took 6th from Kenseth, who got 7th, and then Harvick 8th. Johnson, a nice recovery to 9th. McMurray takes 10th place, and Kyle Busch, I believe, finished about 13th. Not the night he was looking for.
Man.
But what a win by that 22 team. What a performance from Joey Logano, dominating the second half of the race tonight. What a race by that 22 team. You know, they've got to be proud of that performance. And Brad Keselowski comes up just short, but also he's got to be proud of that run tonight. Second place, I know that's not what he wanted, but this is going to give him a sizable cushion heading into Talladega.
Look at that, 7 lead changes, only 1 caution. Logano led 30 laps. Man, look at the difference in laps led between these three. It is extremely close. Only 1 driver other than led a lap, and that was Junior, mainly just to stay out there to get 1 bonus point. Actually, no, he led the first lap. My bad. But yeah, let's see there. Yep. Kasey Kahne, 41st. Michael Annett dead last. Only 3 DNFs. Tommy Dristy actually just retired from the race after that mistake on pit road. I think he just gave up. But here you go. Logano and Harvick now locked into the next round. Talladega definitely have no worries for that race, but everybody else going to be probably not sleeping at all tonight, knowing that Talladega could either be the best thing for them or the worst. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys up next for the last race, the contender round at Talladega.